Welcome back! We have finished equipping and taking care of all the housekeeping items that we needed to take care of before moving on to our next planet. So let's go ahead and do that. We are going to go to the 4th star map, and I've deemed Manaan as our next destination. Manaan is an ocean planet, according to the information here. The native species is known as the Selkath, and we're going to be docking in the city of Otto. So let's go. Goodbye, Dantooine. It's been fun once again. Ah, I love that sunset. I would just love to live in a world where, like, the sun was perpetually setting. I know that wouldn't work, you know, with temperature and all that, but it would just look awesome. Another dream. And it looks like the star map is at the bottom of an ocean. It's kind of peculiar. Ah, a light blue planet. Look at this. Kind of reminds me of Cloud City and Bespin, except it's in the ocean. Well, let's hope we won't have to pay Zerka any docking fees when we land here.
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Reverend Malak. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manaan is covered by nothing but vast oceans.
Well, it certainly looked like the star map was at the bottom of an ocean, and now you can see our mask here on our face. I kind of look like Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. Well, my name is Kane, so I guess that is kind of close.
The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
As usual. Alright, let's go ahead and move out. And for this part of the game, I think I'm going to take Jolie and Karth with me, and I'm hoping they'll have a conversation between the two of them, because Joey and Bastila didn't have the conversation I was hoping they'd have. But hopefully these two will. I'm not sure exactly what triggers the conversations, but it seems to be random. Nice, there isn't anybody waiting for us out here. This is great. Well, according to the mini-map, this is the only way out, so let's go ahead and take it. We're in Docking Bay 26C. Republic soldier, and who's this guy? A Sith soldier. Oh, that can't be good.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking.
It's just Harnell again.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Something tells me the Selkath don't like the Republic and Sith conflict.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
It's okay.
No, really, I should apologize. I should try to control myself, as you Jedi do. Is there anything I can help you with? Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manaan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere.
I kind of noticed that. But what is the law anyway?
Yeah, the Selkath want to maintain their neutrality in this war we're fighting with the Sith, and they enforce it very strictly. So, we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe Kolto export restrictions, and that could lose us the war altogether.
Kolto? What is that?
You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what Kolto is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manaan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
Interesting. So, this Kolto stuff appears to be a very vital part of the war effort, and the Selkath are able to maintain their position in the war by both satisfying the Republic and the Sith, it seems like. Also, Kolto, by the way, is what the med packs contain. So, how exactly do the Republic and Sith maintain a presence here?
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering.
Yeah.
Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
Let's see if he knows anything about the star map.
Star map? Like an ancient artifact or something? No, I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Well, let's ask him about the Sith on Manaan.
Well, for the Kolto, of course. Really, that's the only reason anyone would want to be here. It's the only reason the Selkath built Ahto City in the first place. To explore Kolto.
I see. Well, we can ask them this, but we already know the answer to that.
The Selkath think that by staying... Well,
yeah.
But is there...
Let's see here. Let's just go ahead and end the conversation.
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
Sure, okay. I'm going to remember that. We got a new journal entry, and a quest for Republic Embassy. This just basically reiterates the directions, but we're not going to really worry about that too much, mainly just because there's a lot to explore. Even though he has joined your group, Jolie remains a somewhat mysterious character. Maybe you should speak to him about why he chose to come with you. Yes, this is what I've been waiting for.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Yeah, why did you decide to come with us? I mean, we got the basic answer, but I think there's more to the story.
You got yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So, you just wanted to ride on my ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
Oh, come on, Joey, just tell us.
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Is this a comment on my breath?
No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. Andor Vex was his name. The Force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
So, am I kind of like that too?
Well, it's not so much a hurricane as a slight breeze. But that doesn't mean anything. Destiny is sometimes in the eye of the beholder. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. that overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
So, what's going on here? Am I overconfident too?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember?
Right.
Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
So, how young was this?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
So, what exactly happened? Did Andor kill this Krat guy?
Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you'd probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too, or those could have just been gurgling noises. Well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around.
Oh, man.
Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
Oh my goodness, this is awesome.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
Oh my goodness. But how are we certain that Andor was even responsible?
What, are you kidding? What are the odds of that happening anyway? 1,000,000,000 to 1? You should do so well as to be sucked into the engine of some evil Sith Lord, you know. Andor was a hero. Sort of.
Well...
Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
I hope Jolie can tell us more of these stories, because that one was awesome. Let's see, can we look at anything over here? This is what I was going to look at earlier.
Yeah, I can't talk now. I've got to get this Kolto loaded up before my shift is over.
Looks like most of the Republic soldiers here are responsible for Kolto exporting. Sorry for the volume adjustment thing there earlier. I was just kind of making sure my volume was alright, but it was okay all along. There's a merchant here. Let's see if he's got anything interesting. Treats, huh? This is a Selkath, by the way. We haven't seen any yet, but that's their language. That's what they look like. Let's see if he can tell us anything about where we are, and then we can see if we can buy some food. I want some of those treats. Alright, tell me more about Manaan. So we've heard. Interesting, so not only are they neutral, they don't believe in violence. I guess that's why the Sith mentioned that hitting him would have been against the law. Well, let's see his inventory. What has he got? What? No treats? You told us that you had treats. This place is a ripoff. I'm going. Alright, let's move onward. Actually, I'm going to activate night speed here, because this is a pretty long hallway. Nothing in these crates. Let's see what this guy has to say. Exotic species? We've got some Gizka. Yeah, we've kind of had the same problem on our ship too. Well, thankfully it's not been that bad. Let's see if we can convince him to take them off our hands. That's good. 100 credits is not a problem. Can we convince him to just call it even? Okay, that's good. We are pretty low on money right now. Excellent! We have completed the Trouble with Gizka quest. Awesome. Let's see, at least I think it's gone. Yeah, it's gone now. Let's see, at this point we don't really have much else in the way of quests, so let's continue onward. What's in this docking bay? Yeah, this happens a lot of the time when you leave the that barrier. The game reminds you that the cameras are not going to be watching you past these doors. Sith soldier.
We've got all the proper Kolto trading permits, so back off.
Wait a minute, a Twi'lek that speaks human? Basic? That's unusual.
We've got all the proper Kolto trading permits, so back off.
I wonder if the dialogue was meant for that guy and that other guy was supposed to say something else, because I don't think we've met a basic speaking Twi'lek yet. Let's see, we got some... these holding cells? They sure look like holding cells. Security droid over there. There's another door. More stuff over here. And another docking bay. Can we go inside this one? Yeah. I can't skip this, though, which is a real bummer. What's through here? We can't go into that one. Private Sith docking bay. Security clearance required. That's not cool. Anything else? I don't think there's really anything else over here. Just another dead end. But we've pretty much seen the docking area, so let's head back and go through that door that we saw here that's now on the right. It was on our left earlier. And we shall enter Otto City and see what awaits us there. All these security droids. The Selkath sure take their security rather seriously. What am I doing? I forgot to level up Karth and Jolie. Let's go ahead and take care of that. Karth, I think we've got a few levels up. Attributes. Give you some dexterity, always a good thing. Let's see, skills. Let's see, these two shall do. And feats. Huh, we've already given him 2-weapon fighting, we've given him heavy armor. I'm considering toughness, but I want to go ahead and start developing sniper shots. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we got some levels up anyway. I'm just going to go ahead and invest in demolition, because I think awareness isn't really going to be too much of an issue. Give you master sniper shots. Good, alright, Jolie. What have you got for us, man? Awareness for you, powers. Powers. Can't give him master speed yet. We can, however, give him destroy droid, and I might want to start another dark side power. I am going to go with Destroy Droid, though, because I happen to know that we're going to need that later on. But we do have another power since he's a consular. Huh. You know what? I'm going to give him Drain Life. Well, yeah, I'm going to give him Drain Life. I'm not going to give him too many dark side powers, because he is kind of light side-ish, but I'll give him at least 2.
Uh-huh. What? That
one and Force Lightning. Alright, we got a nice fountain area here. This is cool. Jolan Afet. Who are you? Okay, looks like we found the Pazak player for this planet. But I'm not interested in the game. Let's see, what else is around here? I don't think there's anything in these bins or anything, at least not to my knowledge, and it's just a cleaning droid over there, so no issue. Come on, Karth. Visitors area. I want to see what the visitors area has. Selkath Port Official. Okay, that's a good point, because we don't know what the rules are, so let's ask him what they are. They sure take their Kolto exporting pretty seriously, too. I understand. Oh no. I knew it was too good to be true. Can we persuade him? Aww. Aww. Not cool. Alright, here we go. Yes, that is a bit of a caveat. You have to pay the docking fee every time you land on this planet. So I'm going to try to avoid coming here a bunch of times. Although it's just 100 credits, it's not really a big deal, so... Still, it is kind of annoying.
Obey the laws here on Manaan, human.
Cool, a droid that talks. Alright, let's see what this Auto City looks like. Looks quite like a beautiful place. Let's see what these folks have to say. Thank you.
The fighting between the Republic and the Sith is spreading farther. I wonder how long before Manaan becomes a battleground.
We're still going fast. Is there any way we can stop it again? Maybe we can try casting it and it'll stop. I'm gonna try going this way first. I'm gonna go to the right. Oh. That gives me an idea. Do we have... Let's see, let me turn on solo mode. Do we have stealth? Somebody here has stealth, right? No. No. No, okay, so we don't have stealth. Okay, well maybe we can listen to that private conversation when we have a mission or somebody.
The fighting between the Republic and the Sith is spreading farther. I wonder how long before Manaan becomes a battleground.
Okay, there's a couple of doors here. Let's go into this one first. Let's see, this one goes to another area of Manaan, and I think we'll go ahead and head that way. We're going to come back here anyway, so it's not really a big deal. And this is the west side of Otto.
Jolie, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunring. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunray has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Elora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Elora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
This is the reason why I wanted Jolie in my party at this point, is because I wanted to make sure that conversation happened. I believe if you don't have Jolie in your party, you'll still run into her and she'll ask you if Jolie is with you, because I think she'll hear about it. I could be wrong on that, though. I know that somehow that conversation only happens when Jolie is here, and I think there's even a trigger for it that you can get on the planet before this. If you go to any other planet before this and Jolie is with you, somebody who knows Jolie will come up and talk about this Sunry character and mention that he's being held on Manaan. I'm gonna see if we can talk to Jolie about this.
Got something on your mind, do you?
Let's ask him about this Sunry person.
What? You think because I'm a hermit, I've always been a hermit? Just because I haven't seen Sunry for 20 years doesn't mean he's not a friend. The man could have changed a lot in that span of time, though. But to become a murderer, I can't see it. That's not the Sunry I knew. He was a good man. Put me up in his home for a year back after I left the Order. War hero, too. Or so I hear. I wouldn't mind helping the fellow if we can. I owe it to him. Or you can be a young monkey lizard and ignore me, I guess. Well, I don't expect much these days.
Oh, come on, Joey. We're definitely happy to help. Can we talk to Elora anymore?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath court.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Not anymore. This way, I'm not sure what's over here. This is where the prison is, but I'm gonna wait to do that until a little later, because that is a humongous side quest. And I want to devote an entire video to that. Over here are the actual courts. We'll go there here in a little while. I'm just kind of basically giving a tour of Manaan, but I'm not going to go in for the actual Sunry related stuff until a little later.
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Uh-oh.
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
Interesting. What's going on here?
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive right now. I need to hire these mercenaries before they sign up with the Sith.
Why are you hiring these mercenaries?
In case you hadn't noticed, there's a war on. If we don't hire these mercs, the Sith will. Now excuse me, I have to continue my recruitments.
Well, that's a good point, but I was kind of wondering why you're hiring them here. Let's see what's in here. This is... Oh. Alright, let's talk to this guy, Nilko Boas. I really do like this place. It's probably one of my favorite locations in the game. What's going on? So, what do you want me to do? I've been actually wondering about that too. So, I think we've got something in common here. Yeah, that would be the Sith, alright.
uncomfortable with spying on the Republic. But if we could assure the Selkath that they mean no harm, then perhaps it might be worth it.
That's good to know. He claims to be on our side. Hopefully that he's telling the truth. Good, we got a new journal entry for Republic hiring mercenaries. The Selkath Nilko is suspicious about the Republic hiring mercenaries. He claims to be a friend of the Republic and is merely seeking to find out if something's wrong. He says he will reward you if you find out why they've been hiring too many lately. I'm guessing they mean so many. Okay, cool. Looks like we're in a bar here with a Selkath bartender.
The whole swoop racing circuit for this sector has been falling apart since the Sith bombed Taurus.
That's right, we've got swoop racing on this planet, and we're definitely going to go check that out.
I hope you're here to play some Pazak. I don't come here looking for sparkling conversation.
Well, there's another Pazak player. Okay, I didn't know that, but we're not going to play Pazak. We have had enough Pazak for one gameplay. One playthrough of the game, I mean.
So clear out already.
Okay, fine. Let's see what we got here. We got an Iridonian mercenary. We haven't seen any Iridonians here.
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Achani can help you, though they lack the stomach for certain jobs.
What's your beef with the Achani and the Mandalorians?
They lack the resolve to do what needs to be done. The Achani believe in a non-existent warrior code of honor, and the Mandalorians prize credits above bloodshed. But I am Iridorian. Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is the taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue.
Oof.
Ask whatever you wish, though you may find some of my answers distasteful.
Do you know why the Republic's hiring so many mercenaries?
Perhaps you should ask them. The Republic prefers not to deal with my kind, though maybe they need an Iridorian to finish the job. The mercenaries they hire must be failing, as they are never heard from again. That is all I know.
Iridorian, I'm sorry, I said Iridonian, I don't know why I said that. Let's ask him about the star map.
Manaan has no such things, unless the Selkath have them hidden away at the bottom of the ocean. Is there more you would know?
We kind of suspected it was at the bottom of the ocean.
Yes, I'm not surprised. There are few on this watery world who feel comfortable in my presence.
I can't imagine why.
For a while, the Republic were hiring anyone they could get their hands on. Now they don't have any use for us mercs. It's too bad. I could have used the work.
It's just Harnell again. Man, he's popping up everywhere in this game.
If you're here to offer me a job, I'm not interested right now. I got so many offers I can't keep up as it is. Maybe that Iridorian skullslacker at the bar, or the Ajani nerf herder cowering in the corner is available.
Let's ask him what his beef with the Achani and the Iridorians is.
Nothing. Except that the Ajani are a bunch of fey dancers prancing into battle with tiny weapons not fit for Mandalorian children. They hardly wear any armor because it slows them down when they run away. But the Ajani are better than the Iridorians. Those savages keep hacking at fallen foe even after death, mutilating the corpse out of pure bloodlust. I even heard they'll turn on each other when the battle fever hits. Who wants to work with someone like that? I could pretty much name my price right now, especially since the Republic's so desperate for mercs all of a sudden.
Do you know why the Republic's so desperate?
They ain't saying, but the price is sure right. Of course, I haven't heard of anyone coming back, so I'm guessing the job ain't easy.
I get the feeling we're gonna have to do this job.
I'm a realist. It was war, after all. And even though the Republic destroyed my people, the leaders of the Armada were Revan and Malak, so I hate the Sith just as much. And with this war, there's plenty of opportunity to take bloody vengeance against both sides, and make a nice profit along the way. We Mandalorians are always practical that way, not like those bloodthirsty Iridorians or those honor-bound Ajani. Or anything else you want?
We can ask him about the star map, but he's just going to give us a similar answer to the Iridorian.
So why are you telling me? If you're going, go. I don't need a status report.
I love how he's kind of lampshading the fact that we always mention I'll be going now. Man, we're already making waves around here. But I think I'm gonna keep my allegiances to myself, just because I know the Selkath are neutral and I don't want to cause any problems. Interesting. Looks like this Selkath wants to help the Republic. You are probably my favorite Selkath I've met so far. Interesting. Well, we can try to investigate those disappearances. I have a feeling we'll probably clash with the Sith at some point here. Oh, the credits don't matter much. I just want to kick some Sith butt. Ah. Alright, well, we'll look into the disappearances. Alright, we got a new journal entry for, well, we got the Sunry murder trial, and we'll look at that here in a little bit, but we got missing Selkath. You have been approached by a Selkath named Shayless. He claims that many young Selkath have gone missing, including his daughter Shassa. He wishes to hire you to find out what has been happening to them. We'll be glad to look into that.
We might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win the war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
I wouldn't say that the Sith winning the war is that much of a given. Let's see. Duan.
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Duan. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those simpering Republic soldiers.
Let's tell her the truth here. But I think I'm more interested in asking her about the Selkath youth.
We Sith are interested in a lot of things. If you're smart, you'll stay out of Sith business. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know?
I like how she just suddenly got undrunk there.
You some kind of historian or something? You should forget about the past, look towards the future. That's why I joined the Sith. The Republic is old news. And then I get stuck on Manaan, the worst post in the galaxy. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do absolutely nothing. Malak should send a fleet in and conquer this whole sector, Kolto or no. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm worried about. That's kind of one reason why I think the Selkath's neutrality stance is going to bite them in the long run.
Oh, I get it. I get a little bit wild, and you want to hold it against me. Come on, what's the matter? Afraid I'll drink you under the table? Hey, if you're not man enough to keep up, who needs you? Seems I'm not ladylike enough for some men. Well, I may be a woman, but I'm still a soldier. Barkeep, bring me another round.
Let's see, what about this guy, Viglo?
Hey man, clear out. You're cramping my style with the ladies.
Yeah, this is another instance of two characters you can talk to that are dependent on whether you're male or female. Because I'm male, I can flirt here with the Sith girl. But if I were female, I'd be able to talk to Viglo and not be able to talk to her. Let's see what he's got to offer us. Well, I'm kind of sad that we don't get to buy a drink. We get some hyper stimulants here. Actually, I think that's all he's got. But I'm not going to buy those. I prefer just to collect them just off item drops and whatnot. So that's the little cantina here on Manaan. And I believe we've reached the farthermost point here on Otto West. We can go to the courts and the holding cell to start getting information about this murder trial. But we'll do that in the next video.